This is the Makita 18 volt LXT series. I have built this collection over the past year, and for what it's worth, it was fairly cheap considering to other brands. They are great tools. Hey guys, this is Jimmy Jones of Jimmy Jones 954 Inc. on Instagram and also on SoundCloud. You can also check out my tattoo work on there. But I also own a construction company called Rockstar Remodeling. What I want to do today is actually like a tool review. I have a lot of tools. I've always been partial to tools, so I love them and can't get away from them. It's something you need every day. And I've had several brands, as you can see just from looking around. DeWalt, Milwaukee, and as well as Makita. So right now I'm going to do a Makita tool review. So I'm not partial to any company. Well, can't say that I'm not, but I'm not being paid by any company. I'll put it like that. So what I wanted to show you, I've seen a couple other people did some tool reviews on the different tools that they have and just like what makes a good set. And I just put together this because I watched a couple of other people's videos on YouTube. So I figured I'd go ahead and make my own video. So this is my Makita tool set collection. I did put everything in a box just recently. Makita does have their own box system, but I found this one actually from Home Depot, Walmart. They have one like Home Depot, which Home Depot has the Milwaukee pack-out system. It's one of the better ones. It's nice. I've known several people that have had it, but it is really pricey, in my opinion, compared to the other ones. The Makita one's a little cheaper, but I don't think it's as nice. That's just my opinion. It looked okay, but this I got specifically for tattooing. I stuck with it, and I've bought 3 of them so far. They are just like the pack-out system where you can connect them together. It's made from Hart, which is now a Walmart company. I did my little research on them, and they have been around for quite a long time. But once they got the contract with Walmart, they are now like a household name. So, got my screw box, has all the little knickknacks and stuff.
Yeah, I was just gonna put it inside the metal box.
Thank you.
All right, boss, take care.
You too.
You scan it one more time, because it's asking me some stupid crap. There we go. All right, take care.
All right, thanks. Amazon. All right, so like I said, I'm not knocking any other tool brand. Here's my little DeWalt setup, drill bits, stapler, stud finder, a little punch, and little bits. I have a whole bunch of bits and stuff. So here's like my hand tools. Here's an impact, and I also work on cars a lot. So I have this is the 1/2 inch. This is the regular 1/8 inch chuck or a 1/4 inch hex head. This is where you would actually sit a socket on there. It's perfect for deep sockets. And I also have the big boy. So I went ahead and I bought this one for working on cars. And this one is what I really needed. So I ended up with both of them. I'm not saying I wouldn't buy it. It's right to buy both of them because this one could fit anywhere and it's very strong. But when you need to get like a wheel off or something that's real heavy duty, this is the fucking way to go. This bad boy is a lot bigger, you can tell, you know. This thing has some torque to it. This is like the best drill you can buy for power wise, you know. With that being said, I have the little small ratchet, the Husky. This thing gets into some nice nooks and crannies. I have all my hand tools, a little Makita bag. And I also got the Makita laser. I also have the DeWalt laser, so I'm not saying this one's better than any other. My DeWalt's, I think, in the truck. This is the Makita one. This one takes AA batteries. They do have ones that take the Makita batteries, 12 volt. I didn't get that one. That was a little more. And honestly, my opinion on this and that one is I should have spent the extra money. I bought both of them at the same time. I do that a lot. I don't know why, because I feel like I need to compare, see what's better. And, you know, unfortunately, I end up getting stuck with both because I think I'm going to return one or something like that, you know, return it or take it back or sell it or something, and I never end up doing that. I used to, and that's why I always bought a lot of tools, so I would flip them, you know, make my money back on something. So I've had a lot of tools in my other days where I was selling tools a lot. Makita sockets, these are handy. I think these are like 10, 20 bucks for two of them. I think they're 10 each or something like that. But they are really good to have. They right there with you, easy to, you know, it's not on a big fucking thing. The deep impacts, you know, you got this, you know, deep impact set. So when you're doing car stuff, you know, it's the way to go. But get those at Harbor Freight for a lot cheaper. Get the Pittsburgh, just like the jack I got over here. It's better than the Husky ones. They're a little bit more, and they're the same thing. They're actually double the price. So I bought the Husky ones, and then I found those for half the price. The Husky ones were 50 each, so I spent 100 on those two. And then I found at Harbor Freight, I found the $25 ones from Pittsburgh. Same thing, it's just a chunk of metal. They're guaranteed for life, so if you need to, you can always return them, but those things won't break. And even if they do, they're only 25 bucks for a whole set. You know? That's my opinion. Now, let's take this apart here. Got my Makita chargers. When I buy tools, I buy them so often. I didn't buy the whole set at once. So I bought I buy like combo kits. But usually I end up with extra chargers. So this is the speed charger. I have some set behind me. I ended up with 5 of them. And, you know, it's handy to have all 5 of them. But then again, you could buy the one that has all 4, or they have, you know, other towers. I've seen a couple people online make a tower of power. I was thinking about doing that. You got your Makita bits. So what I do is I throw all my my grinding blades into one of these old screw box. And the cool thing about Makita too. They have one for USBs, but this is like a little knockoff one. You can literally power anything with these 2 cords that you need to power with a Makita battery. So I have the grinder. Flashlight. This is the new flashlight. I also have another one. That's the long. I should grab it. Another impact. I also like Makita because they got the black set. So it's regular drill. I bought this $70 for the combo kit. It was on sale at Home Depot, so I got battery with it. I think one, you know, and then bought this one. If you bought a charger, you get this for free. So I ended up buying a charger and a battery, and got this, you know, for $120. A hell of a deal. The batteries alone are like $100, you know. And the hammer drill. The regular drill, black. The drywall gun. This is one of the best tools Makita has. All the other drywall guns I've tried, the Milwaukee, DeWalt, and the Makita. And, you know, I've tried cheaper ones like Chicago Electric, stuff like that. But Makita, hands down, has the best drills, in my opinion. They're the smoothest. This, the cutout tool, the router. These, if you're a drywall guy, these are the #1 brand. So that's why I'm partial to Makita. If you're an electrician or something like that, you know, Milwaukee, Carpenters, usually like DeWalt, or, you know, a Festool. If you're a cabinet, you know, very particular, Festool is very expensive. Makita has almost as good of stuff, and is, you know, with the HEPA cleaner vacuum. I don't know if you can see this over here. Big vacuum, Husky compressor. Also got the Husky box up here, sockets and stuff. And also the Sawzall. Now this Sawzall is the bigger one. This is the newer model. I have had the older model as well. It doesn't have this. And it also, you know, I guess it is variable speed, but this one has different settings. It also has this little pop-up, so you can sit down or something. I don't know, it looks cool. The Sawzall is definitely really nice, especially this one. This is the brushless motor, really heavy duty. Let's see. Like I said, you know, my multi-tool is the Makita or Milwaukee. I'm about to buy the Makita one. I see they just came out with the new one, but I was thinking I was gonna get the old one just because it's like half the price. And that was rated really good. They say that was way better than this one. Now also, one of the best tools I've got right here. This Makita radio, hands down, is one of the best radios I've ever had. Just because it's small, real light, and has a USB charger. You can charge your phone while you're playing music, charge your vape, whatever. The hammer drill. Now this hammer drill, or chipping hammer, has the different modes. So you can go from hammer to hammer drill, or just drill. Just the flip of a switch. It has has the handle. And this thing, you put on a chipping hammer, or a chipper. I just chipped up a whole house with this thing. This thing beast. They also had the little black one, and both the hammer drill and sawzall. And I thought about getting those, but these ones, there's just something about having a bigger tool when it comes to a sawzall. I've had a small one, and for me, like if I need a sawzall, I love this. The other one's like half the size, so it's, you know, I don't know. I just kind of thought this was a better one. And same with this. The chipping hammer is the same way. The short condensed version. It looks real cool. It would probably fit better in my box with all the rest of the stuff. And it, you know, it's black. It would have matched my other ones, but the nothing like this. Just, you know, when I was chipping the floor, I thought about it. Because if I would have got the smaller one when I was chipping the floor, then the smaller one would have been even harder. This thing, as long as it is, it's still, you're leaning over to, you know. So if you're holding something that's half the size, trying to chip up, it's not really made for that, I wouldn't think. And also, the circular saw. This is the black one. My dad has the one with the 2 batteries. This one is nice and light. I like it, you know. And if I do need something more stronger, I have the corded. Really don't have a problem with that one. I'll go ahead and do the Milwaukee review too. Because I have the Milwaukee one. Same thing though, 18 volt. And this is not the brushless. But this thing works like a champ. If you're looking for a cheap set that's really good, this one was really good. I got it on sale for $400 for all of these. This is the sander, orbital sander. And the multi-tool also came with the impact and the drill. The impact's in the other room. And then it came with the flashlight. Now this flashlight, to be honest, I don't like it. You know, it's very dim. It's not, well, it is LED, I guess. It's one LED. And that's the difference. I mean, it still looks yellow. And when you have something like this, I use the lights a lot. I was gonna get the floodlight, but this thing is a floodlight and a hand light. And switch the modes on it to where you can just, you know, like this. Or like that. Which, everywhere. You know, it has several LEDs. Very bright. This has one. So, also let me grab the other one. Let me just show you the difference. I think the flashlights are some of the best tools from them. So this one is a good tool. It's around 60 bucks. I think that one's listed for like 80 or 90. I think it's 90. $90 for that one. This one's 60. But when it comes to a flashlight, and you really can't get no better than one of these, because you never have to buy batteries for it. And it illuminates the whole thing. So if you're using a lamp, like say if you're on a job, you want a light like this, you can use that, no problem, right? Plug it in, it's great lighting, but you gotta plug it in. Now, everywhere you go, you have to go move this around, which I use this all the time. I wear glasses, so I don't know if it's something with my eyesight, but I always need a light everywhere I go. So I have that, but this, boom, just cut out the whole cord, and it's damn near brighter. I think it is brighter than that one. And I don't need any cord. So I can sit it anywhere. It comes on a hanger thing, so this, you can choose to put this on there or not. You hang it like that. And when I first got it, I was like, well, what is this thing for? Well, you take this and wrap that around there. So now when you're putting it up there, it's pulling itself up. And you can also move this around. So, cool little tool. And this just came out not too long ago. At least I hadn't seen it before. And I'm pretty up on tools. Like I said, I did have the Milwaukee fuel system before this one. And I had an unfortunate series of events to where I sold everything. And I had to buy all new stuff. So this time I went with, well, I guess both Milwaukee and Makita. I did buy them at the same time. Looking back on it, I should have just bought the one system, and I would have went with the Makita this time. But I wasn't sure which one I wanted at that time. Now I know, you know. Is there anything else? Oh, the other tool. I knew it. This is the newest tool. I got this yesterday. Introducing the new nail gun. The Brad Nailer 18 gauge, 18 volt. Brad Nailer. Now, no need for that compressor and the old quarter cable nail gun. Got a nice nail gun, I can't say it's not nice. But the price on that and the nail gun, but you know, I could do a lot more with that stuff. So this, I personally think is a little pricey. I think it could be a little cheaper if Milwaukee hears this, or Makita. But this bad boy right here is the nail gun. So you just open up the thing, shoots pinnails, and you don't have to hook up the compressor. So this is great when you're on a job like yesterday and I didn't bring the compressor. I needed to nail a couple pieces of baseboard, and I didn't want to have to go all the way across the whole city at Fort Lauderdale to go get the compressor. I have the nail gun in the car, but I don't have a pancake compressor. I got a 20-gallon Silent Husky, which is great. I love that thing. But this saves me time. And when something saves you time, it saves you money. So, yeah, it costs $250. But later on, it's gonna save me money. Yeah. here it is. Oh. So there's the Makita collection so far. As you can see, I saved all my boxes. My girlfriend gets on me all the time about it. But she don't complain when I'm bringing home the money. Alright, so again, just to recap. 18 gauge brad nailer. 2-inch brad nails is the max it could take. Circular saw. This little thing is nice because it's so small. I personally love it because it's small. You know, it might not have the power that the other ones have, but it's a nice little tool. Again, the chipping hammer / hammer drill, as well as the regular hammer drill. Funny story on the way I started getting these. I had Makita before, but I was actually doing some narcotics behind this building one time, and I found this with a battery. And I didn't have a hammer drill, I needed it. So I was like, what? Yes. My whole life was in turmoil. This was the best thing that came out of it. And so I got this for free. I just found it. And then my dad had an AC guy come over to his house and brought him, that's why I have two of them. So I think it was this one, the older one. Somebody left this at his house. So I gave my dad 20 bucks for it. Didn't have a battery, so I had to buy a battery platform. So I ended up just buying more. Got the batteries, more drills. That's why I had two sets. So I just decided to keep going with them. And I love their tools. And don't get me wrong, Makita is one of the best, in my opinion, especially for the money. They're very reasonably priced. You know, they're partially on the upper side of expensive, but for their quality, it's definitely worth it. Again, the Sawzall, flashlight, grinder. Gotta have the grinder. Grinder is the shit. And my buddy's actually converted to DeWalt, so he was talking about giving me some of his old Makita tools. He's got a grinder, a hammer drill, he said, a couple things that he doesn't have any interest in anymore. Cutout tool, drywall gun. These save you a lot of time. Now, with all the drills I have, you're like, well, why do you need those if you got all these fucking drills already? Good question. But anybody knows who's in the trade, time saves you money. So this has a preventative guide. And you can buy the little tips. I do have the little tips, but this is just quicker. It runs when you have it on. I've never seen anybody in the videos show this before. When you have it on, there's two different settings on there. Okay, you see this little button right here, the D. So right now, it's on. So now, all you do is you gotta hit this, push it in, and it turns on. Or turn it on and you hold this and you can have it constantly running. I personally like the other setting where it's quiet. And then it's not also wasting the battery. The other drywall guns don't do that. Well, they might. I'm not positive on that. But from what I've seen, I haven't seen it. So the drywall gun is definitely handy. This, you never leave home without. If you ever need to cut into drywall or FRP or anything, you want a nice precision cut, router. Now I don't have the wood router yet. I was thinking about that and the jigsaw and also the blower and the vacuum. So I bought the other vacuums. I bought a Hart system from Walmart, got a good deal on that. So I don't know about the vacuum just yet, but definitely want to get the blower. When we're on a job and you need to clean up very quickly and easily, the blower is the way to go. Anybody who works on cars, these are the go-to. Or even elevators. My cousin does elevators. Boom. Alright, and I think that's about it. Well, thank you. If you like my entertaining, please hit the like and subscribe button. Till then, I'll see you next time. And if you have any comments or anything, please write them in the description below. I'd like to see what you guys' input is. All right, thanks, guys.